pieces, and I'm ready. I hope you're ready for some great values. While we're waiting for Facebook to kick in, you all will know that it takes a little while for all of the electronics to work. So while we are waiting for Facebook to kick in, let me give you a little bit of background of Carroll's Jewelers. Carroll's Jewelers is a phenomenal traditional jeweler here in Florida. As a matter of fact, it is probably one of Florida's most trusted jewelers, and it is a store that has actually been family owned and family operated for generations, and they are located for the over 60 years right here in Las Olas in Fort Lauderdale. So it looks like Facebook has kicked in. Let me just double check. Great. Okay, so let me give you a little bit about the platform and how you can shop with me this evening. Luke says, hello, everybody. So here is the way the platform works. If you are watching on Instagram, and I'd love to know where you're watching. If you're watching on Instagram, what you can do is there's a code over my head. And what that means is that if you put that code into the comments section, Instagram will actually give you a DM or a direct message. And then that will give you the link and you can shop. If you are shopping on this platform or on Facebook, you should see a list of icons down the side. I believe it is one side or the other. Well, it's got to be one side or the other, right? So I believe it's this side. But anyway, what they do is they do a myriad of great things. And what you can do is this can be a totally interactive show for you. So the top button is hearts. If you like something that I'm showing or you like something I'm saying, hit the heart button. I'll know that you're there and I'll know that you like what I'm talking about. If you like the idea of shopping and really want to go and have a look at all of the things in the show, if I'm going too slow, if I'm going too fast, or if I pass something that you would like to see again, just hit that shop button. That shop button will take you to a page. I will diminish down to the bottom. When you're ready to come back, you can literally just hit the icon with my face on it and I will come back. You won't lose me at all. But that shop button is truly your friend. The next button down is 3 little dots. And what those dots mean is that you can share all of the great values with your friends. How wonderful is that? When you are getting a great value to be able to share this with your friends, I think that this is a really, truly great opportunity. And of course, comment. Like Luke actually just did, at the bottom, there is a comment section. Just put in your name. Let me know where you are watching from, perhaps what you're watching on. And if you have any questions about anything that I'm talking about, then I think that that you can actually just ask them. I need to let you know every single week that I am being compensated to do this. And I also want to let you know that by shopping this evening, I know that this may be a foreign platform for many of you or a new platform for many of you. But the great thing about shopping with a traditional jeweler like Carroll's Jewelers that's been around for almost a century is integrity. And what that means to you is that if you get anything home this evening and you say, you know what, it's not exactly what I thought it would be, or it doesn't look good on me, or it's not what Michael said, Carroll's Jewelers will give you up to 60 days to return the piece. All you need to do is make sure that it is returned in its original box, in its original condition, and with the original tag, still attached to it. Those 3 things, and you are golden. So with that said, let me tell you a little bit more about the show. We've got a phenomenal show tonight. Really, really great things, all the way from brand new and on trend, all the way down to vintage and estate pieces. We have pieces in the show that range anywhere from $100 to $8,500. You heard me right, $100 to $8,500. And I will tell you that the savings that you are getting this evening in this show are represented anywhere from $100 savings to $5,900. Did you hear that? $5,900 in savings on a certain piece. So let me get on with the show because we've got a really great show to talk about. And I am going to pull the first piece up. This is a pair of gorgeous enamel earrings. I'm going to put this up here so that you can see. These are called Tenuto, and these are by a company called Belle Étoile. Belle Étoile is known for all of the beautiful enamel work that they do. They also use sterling silver. It is hypoallergenic, so no nickel is involved in it. And sterling silver is 925 parts pure silver. And what that means to you is that there's 75 parts alloy mixed with it. Alloys are mixed with every precious metal, and they do that to augment the strength, to augment the color. So those alloys are also nickel free. So these are a great pair of earrings if you're having a little bit of sensitivity against your skin, not to worry. These are called tenuto, and tenuto is actually the Italian word for to hold. So these are wonderful because they actually hold your ear. The item number here is 6451347. Now in the store, these retail for $250, but tonight, if you order these on this show, you can get them home for $150. That is a saving of $100, and I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour, give you a close-up. These are enamel over top of silver. And this is an enamel that is all hand done. It's gorgeous black and white. If you love that idea of black and white dressing, very, very elegant and very, very chic, almost like a deco kind of style. That black and white is truly beautiful. So these are all hand done Italian enamel in sterling silver, hypoallergenic. And what you're seeing here are cubic zirconia going down the front. This is going to give you a little bit of contrast, which I think is wonderful. And these earrings are going to be extremely comfortable and easy to wear. They are going to, I'm going to actually turn it to the side so you can see. This is what they call a huggy style back. That huggy style back means that you are never going to lose the back. They're very, very easy to operate. So I'm going to see if I can't do this with one hand for you. Pull it, give it a little pull. So that's how the huggy operates. You put this through your ear. You then just push this up, and I'm going to put this close to the camera so you can hear maybe the click. I don't know if you heard that, but there is a little click. So you actually know. Luke says that Jane says that these are great for a black tie event. So, and she's looking to go to. These are great for a black tie event. One of the things about this black and white look is that if you do have a formal event to go to, that black and white carries through beautifully. And I've got a couple of pieces coming up in the show that are that black and white. One wow piece that you want to stay on. But you know what? You don't have time. Hit that shop button right now and you can actually see what I'm going to be talking about in the next couple of minutes. But that black and white trend is never, ever going to go out of fashion. It's going to be something that is going to literally work with everything. As a matter of fact, if you are somebody who dresses in a lot of color, the black and white is really a great juxtaposition. And again, I'm going to give you a little bit of close-up of this mechanism because, again, this is truly a wonderful mechanism. Literally, you just take this, put this together, click it shut. And I'm wondering if you can see the detail on the back. You know, I always like to show you the details because the reality is that jewelry is really comprised of details. My mother used to have a saying, and it is, in the details, you can see the face of God. And I really think that that's a wonderful saying because I believe it to be true. When you look at things like this, truly beautiful, intricate details, you really do see divinity in its making or creativity in its making. This is a gorgeous pair of earrings. Again, the price this evening is $150. That is a $100 saving. In the store, they are $250. Tonight, $150. And the item number again is 6451347. Hand-painted enamel done in sterling silver, hypoallergenic. And I am going to show you I've got 3 bangles coming up. Can you see these? Look at this. And I am going to be talking about the matching bangle right now. So let me see if I can take this off of here. And I'm going to show these to you together. Look how beautifully this works. If you do love the idea of having pieces that are exact match that go together, this is truly a wonderful combination. Very, very elegant. The bracelet is something that you can stack with other bracelets, which is so incredibly fashionable to do. And I am going to put the earrings down now, and we're going to talk about the bracelet exclusively. So give me 1 second to do that. And we are going to move on to this gorgeous bracelet. Now, in the In the description, it is classified as a bangle, but it is not the type of bangle that you have to slide over your hand. It is a bangle that actually has a little bit of a hinge mechanism here, and it's very easy to operate, and it does have a little spring. I am going to show you the back and the detail. Again, look at this beautiful work. You know, the great thing is about jewelry is when you find pieces like this that are so well made, the jeweler could have really, or the manufacturer could have really left all of that kind of unpolished, unfinished. But here with Belle Étoile, you're getting a beautiful set, a beautiful bracelet with truly, I think, one of the some of the most incredible workmanship. Now, the item number here is 610-1091. The price on this is $495 in the store, but this evening it is $400. That is a saving of $95 to you. Actually, I just realized I made a little bit of an error. We had, when I was talking about savings, the savings went from $95 all the way to $5,900. So you're getting a saving here of $95 on here. Now, this is good for an average size wrist. It does open, so it does give you that option, and it does clip into place. But if you said, you know what, I'm somebody who takes a larger size wrist, or my wrist is a little smaller, this can be special ordered. All you really need to do is speak to the people at Carroll's Jewelers, and this can be ordered for you. Apparently, for special orders, it does take about 6 to 8 weeks to arrive, but that means you're going to get something in your size. And again, that is the beauty of dealing with a traditional independent jeweler like Carroll's Jewelers, because they can special order things and do things for you that really you will not find most other places. Again, this is all done in sterling silver, beautiful white sterling silver. The alloy here used is nickel free, so this is going to be hypoallergenic, very, very kind to your skin, and easy to wear, easy on and off because of the mechanism here, as I showed you, with the hinge. And it will go over, so you don't need to fight to get it over, even though it is classified as a bangle. And you are still getting all of this gorgeous, beautiful Italian enamel. You are also getting this on the back. Look at this. So you're getting this all the way around the bracelet, which you often don't see. I'm going to take my face out of there because it always wants to focus in on the face instead of the piece. So here you go. You're seeing it goes all the way around. And again, the item number here is 6101091, a beautiful bangle bracelet. And again, this is will fit an average size wrist, but if you do need a larger size, it can be special ordered. Just speak to Carroll's Jewelers. But you are getting on this one this evening a wonderful savings of $95 in the store, normally $495. And right now for the show, it is $400. So hit that shop button and don't miss out for your opportunity to get something like this. I am going to show these to you again with the earrings, so that you can truly see this is a beautiful set that works beautifully together. Again, if you love that idea of black and white dressing, very formal, very chic, very upper end, maybe you have a gala to go to, maybe you want to just truly just impress somebody with that chic and elegant sophistication of black and white, this is definitely going to do it. I am going to take the bangle down now, and we are going to move to our first wow piece. This is going to be here you go. This next piece, if you love the idea of black and white dressing, if you love the idea of deco, if you just truly want to wow them at the club, this piece is going to do that. Look at this gorgeous, sumptuous, beautiful black diamond. This black diamond is over 10 carats. 10 carats and 27 points. Look at this. The item number here is 130-329. Now, what you should know about this is one of those pieces that is a phenomenal saving. In the store, this normally retails for $12,998. And I'm going to get into all the features about why it is so expensive. Well, first of all, I just told you black diamond, and I just told you over 10 carats. So, hey, $12,998 sounds pretty good, right? However, for this evening, you can get a saving on this beautiful piece of $4,498. That is 1/3 off. That brings this piece to $8,500. Now, I told you, over 10 carats of black diamond. You have diamonds going all the way around the outside. These are all white diamonds here. This is a size 6. It is done in 18 karat white gold. And let me just tell you a little bit about black diamonds. Look at this gorgeous reflection. So black diamonds, like all diamonds, are comprised of carbon. What gives them the color is graphite, is an abundance of graphite and graphite inclusions in the piece, and that's what gives a black diamond this color. So a black diamond is really graded upon a couple of things. First of all, the reflection, because it does reflect. Look at this. Nothing else reflects light like a diamond. Nothing else refracts light like a diamond. Here, what you're getting is that gorgeous reflection. On the white diamonds, you are getting all of that gorgeous reflection and refraction. The stone here measures 14 millimeters by 12 millimeters. And let me see if I have my ruler handy, and I can actually give you a little bit of a measurement on this. So let's see if I can't do this like live on air. So you've got well over half an inch long, and then you've got literally just half an inch wide. So it is a significant piece. You can see that it's on my finger. It is tremendously beautiful. Again, that black and white dressing is truly amazing. And when you think about $8,500 for not only a 10 karat 27 point black diamond, but then you have gorgeous white diamonds set into 18 karat around the outside. I love this particular style of ring. It is what they call in the jewelry industry a north-south orientation. What that means is that the ring is longer from the knuckle here to the tip of your finger. It's going to be very elongating to the hand. It's going to be very elegant, very, very chic. Yes, it is a bold ring. If you like big, bold diamonds, this is truly a ring for you. If you love an incredible value, just think about the fact that in the store, this is $12,998, but tonight you have the ability to get this home for $8,500, which is 1/3 off of the original price, or a savings of $498. I really do love this deco style, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour here. I want you to see that the diamonds go all the way to, look at that, by the way, look at that, as I move this in the light, look at the reflection, look at the refraction that you're getting here. That is truly wow. Luke says, Erica says that she would be the belle of the ball. Erica, let me just tell you something. If you wear this, not only will you be the belle of the ball, you will turn mere passersby into awestruck onlookers, because this is truly one of those pieces that when you wear this, people notice. It is striking. It is large. It is bold. If you truly want to be the belle of the ball, this is the ring for you. I've always talked about on television, I've always talked about the 5-table ring. This is one of those 5-table rings. And what I mean by that is that if you're in a restaurant and you're moving your hand like this, and you're eating, or you're bringing a cocktail up to your mouth, the reality is that people can see this in a restaurant 5 tables away. So they call this a 5-table ring. This is something that is going to be noticed from a distance. People are going to be grabbing your hands to have a look here. Again, 18 karat white gold, that gorgeous over 10 karat 27 point black diamond, white diamonds around the outside, size 6 right now, but this can be sized, not really a problem. And I wanted to, because I don't think I showed you the gallery work. It sits up beautifully. And the shoulder work. I love this intricate shoulder work. It is kind of open. A lot of celebrities now are getting engaged with split shank, with this is what this is called, a split shank kind of style. This is truly an amazing piece. Definitely don't miss out on this. This is truly one of those rings that when you get this home, you are going to be so awestruck yourself. I think that this is going to truly light up your life for many, many years to come. This is we talked about engagements, for example. This is truly, again, one of those styles that is very, very popular for an engagement. If you were looking for an engagement ring, I think it was Fergie who got engaged with a black diamond. This is truly, or was it Katy Perry? Maybe both of them. But anyway, this is truly one of those rings that you definitely do not want to miss. I'm going to put this down in a second. But again, remember, if you love that idea of black and white dressing, this is truly amazing. If you want to go back to some of the things that I was talking about earlier in the store, merely hit the shop button, and that shop button will show you everything that I have in the store, in the store. Everything that I have in the show. And look at that. Amazing. You cannot beat this. I think this is truly one of the stars of this evening's show. It's certainly one of my picks. I have another one coming up. But anyway, I am going to put this down and we're going to move on to the next piece. I am going to, let me see, the next piece brings in some color. So we've been talking about black and white. And now we're going to move into color. I just want to give you one last look at this. Do not miss this. Again, $8,500. When did you think you could get a diamond of over 10 carats? So this is not, by the way, this is not a composite. This is not a group of stones making up 10 carats. This is one single stone in the center making up over 10¼ carats. Amazing, amazing piece. Don't miss out on that. And we are going to move to the next piece, which is this gorgeous ring. I told you that we were going to bring a little bit of color into the show right now. So this piece here, again, is also from the Belle Étoile collection. So what that means, again, is the sterling silver, hypoallergenic, no nickel. So it's going to be very kind to the skin. It's going to be a piece that you can absolutely bring in. If you want to do in the reverse, what I was telling you, if you wear a lot of colorful pieces and you wanted to really juxtapose that with the black and white pieces that I've shown you already, the fact is that if you wear a lot of black and white or neutral colors, this is a great way to get color into your wardrobe. This is inspired by the great empire of antiquity, the Byzantine collection, again by Belle Étoile. This is a significant, bold style band. And the retail price on this in the store is $225. For the show this evening, it is $185. When I was talking about the sterling silver often, a lot of companies use rhodium over the top. This has rhodium over the top of it. What that means to you is rhodium, not only are you getting the precious metal of sterling silver, rhodium is a member of the platinum group metals family. As a matter of fact, it is the most expensive metal within the platinum group metals family. But what you're getting here is you are getting a naturally white metal. The rhodium actually gives it not only a little bit of extra whiteness, but it also gives it a little bit of strength. It's an extremely durable and strong metal, and so that's why they use it over top of the sterling silver. I love the band style. I'm going to give you a little bit of a measurement here so that you can see. This is approximately 1/2 inch in width. I think that equates to about 13 millimeters. And what you're seeing in here is all of the different colors. You've got, let me see if I can't show you and talk about this at the time. You've got pink, you've got purple, you've got blue, you've got yellow. So if you are somebody who loves to accent their wardrobe with these different colors, if you have a blouse, for example, that might have a little yellow in it, this is going to bring that yellow out. Or if you have a blouse with a little pink in it, this is going to bring that out. And that's what I love about multi-stones like this, because it gives you the opportunity to really kind of bring out the different colors that you have in your wardrobe. I love this style because this is a big, bold band style. And what that means to you is that if you wanted to, if you have guard rings, if you've got eternity bands, you could put those on either side and really dress this up. Even though this is a big, bold band on top, it does have some taper, not a ton, but what that means to you, even this little bit of taper, when you are using this, when you're wearing this on a regular basis and you're like perhaps working with your hands, this is going to bend a little so that the skin on the bottom of your finger has a place to go, and that's going to make this extremely comfortable. I'm hoping that you can see some of the detail here. Maybe what I should do is take it off here, take my face out of the shot, and maybe there you go. I think you're seeing this now. Look at all of those gorgeous colors. This is an incredible, incredible piece. Look how it tapers down on the side. Really, really beautiful. And I am going to try to show you the inside, because again, you have all of that beautiful detail work. Now, again, the designer could have left that totally blank, totally open or unpolished. Did not do this. This is all polished. This is all additional metal. This is all additional work. And what that says about this particular brand or this particular line of jewelry is the fact that the designer has really paid attention to all of the details that are going to make this comfortable for you to wear, that is going to make this truly an heirloom piece, a quality piece you will have for the rest of your life. Now, I have a couple of pieces that go with this perfectly. Again, don't forget about this. This is normally $225 in the store, but this evening in this show, it is $185, and I'm going to leave this on my finger while I bring in the next piece, which is a matching bangle bracelet. Now, this is, so I put together these shows with Luke, in conjunction with Luke, and I'm going to tell you, every time I go into the store and every time I look through this particular case, this was something that was catching my eye. And what I love about it is that it truly allows you to wear this with so many things in your wardrobe. I know that a lot of people love to be very monochromatic. If they are going to wear one particular color, they want everything to match. This allows you to wear this piece with so many different things in your wardrobe. Again, you've got pinks, you've got purples, you've got yellow, you have all of these, the blue, you have all of these gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Look at this. These are, by the way, I don't think I told you that these are colored CZs. So what that means to you is you're getting that reflection, you're getting that refraction that you get from a cubic zirconia. That cubic zirconia gives you almost like a diamond-like sparkle, and it gives you that little bit of extra pop. So if you're somebody like me who gravitates, I'm like a parrot, you know, if it sparkles, I'm like, oh, okay. So if you're like me and you love the idea of sparkle, those CZs are truly going to be incredibly beautiful for you. This is 17 millimeters in width. And what that equates to is about 5/8, if I'm not mistaken, 5/8 across. And again, this is something that does fit an average sized wrist. I believe that if you contact Carroll's Jewelers, or if you're interested in something like this, you can also order that, like the original bangle that we were talking about at the beginning of the show. It probably takes about 6 to 8 weeks, but what this bangle does, which I think is truly amazing, is first of all, it has this little piece here, so you can, little clasp, so you can open this up. It does have a hinge. What that means to you is that this will fit over your hand very easily. You do not need to slide your hand through this. So this is going to fit a little bit more of a variety of wrist sizes. It does have a little bit of a spring. So you actually heard that when I opened it up. It wants to actually shut and click on itself. And then you click it shut It's going to be extremely, extremely safe. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour on the inside. Look at this gorgeous workmanship that's on this. As I'm doing this, look at the way the stones are sparkling. That is what you're getting home. And by the way, I forgot to tell you, you got little greens here too. So look at the beautiful inside work of this piece. And again, all of this goes to the fact that the designer here is truly taking all of these little things into account to make sure that you have truly a piece of jewelry that is going to last forever. Again, this is $695 in the store. This evening it is $460, so you're getting a significant sale. Here you're getting over $200 worth of value. The item number here is 6101049. Sterling silver, hypoallergenic, and what I mean by sterling silver, 925 parts pure silver, 75 parts alloy. Those 75 parts are all nickel free, meaning these are going to be very kind to the skin, hypoallergenic, very easy to wear, and I just love this combination. And I do have something else coming up in this show, so I kind of want to put these all together so that you truly see all of these gorgeous pieces. This collection here is called the Byzantine. The Byzantine time was it really had a lot of fancy ornamentation on it. So I think that that this truly does epitomize that. So let me bring in the other piece before I put this away so that you can actually see how well all of these pieces complement each other. So this is a complete set. You've got your pendant, you have your bracelet, and you have your ring here, all completely done in that same kind of feel, all from the Byzantine collection, all done in sterling silver, all hypoallergenic, all rhodium plated, a member of the platinum family. So you have all truly of all of the most noble metals here. I am going to put the bangle down. Don't forget about it, because again, $460 this evening, and significantly more if you go into the store. So now let's talk about the pendant on its own. I'm going to put these down. By the way, remember, click the shop button. You can go back and you can have a look at all of these pieces, or that black and white diamond ring that I was showing you earlier. Do not miss out on that. That is truly a phenomenal, phenomenal piece. And I think that truly one of the stars of the show. Luke says that Julie loves this for spring. This truly is a great spring-like feel, or even summer-like feel, because it does bring all of those great colors in. So Julie, I think you're absolutely right. This is one of those pieces that if you love that idea of cheerfulness, I've talked over the past couple of weeks about we are now in kind of like the winter doldrums, and you need something to pick yourself up and truly give yourself that kind of, hey, spring is coming feel. This is definitely going to do this. So I am going to put these down. I already have put the pendant up so that you can see, and then I'm going to give you an up close and personal view of the pendant itself. This is a Byzantine pendant. Again, it is from the Belle Étoile collection. It is item number 6001828. In the store, the pendant alone is $225. What Carroll's Jewelers is doing for this show is they are throwing in the chain for you free of charge. This chain is a $90 value, and I'll get into that in a little bit more detail. So $225 gets both the pendant and the chain home, done in sterling silver, again, rhodium plated. So you've got gorgeous precious metals here. These are multicolored CZs that you're looking at here. And I am going to take this off so that you can see the chain. The chain is a 20-inch chain. It is a Rollo style chain. So it has all of those beautiful Rollo style links. Look at this. Look at all of the sparkle that you're getting. These are white CZs, by the way, in the bail. 20-inch chain. The chain has a generous lobster claw clasp. What that means to you is if you have difficulty getting things on and off, this is going to be very, very simple for you to do because the lobster claw clasp is pretty large. Also, the jump ring on the end has a little bit of a place where you can grab this. So it's going to be very easy to get on and off. I love the Rollo style because this is something that is a significant Rollo style. It's not small in any way. Again, sterling silver, multicolor CZs. And what you're looking at here is a beautiful pendant that measures, where is my ruler? It measures 1 inch top to bottom, including the bail, and over maybe 3/4 of an inch across at the widest point. 20-inch chain, which means that it's going to sit probably a little bit on the lower side here, so it will easily fit. You know, we are in, for most of the country, we are in the colder months. Even actually in Florida, it's been pretty cold. So we are in the cooler months. And a lot of people are wearing sweaters, so this is going to be substantial enough. It's not going to get lost even in the bulkiest of knits. But if you are wearing a turtleneck sweater, it's going to fit over the collar really, really beautifully. And as Julie said earlier, this is going to be something that is going to be perfect for spring. 1 inch in length, 5/8 across, 20-inch chain. And this chain, by the way, don't forget, this chain is basically a gift with purchase because this piece here is in the store $225, and what you're getting, and only the pendant alone, $225 for the pendant alone. So this chain, which is a $90 value, is yours free. If you decide that you want to take this piece, do not forget that this actually works back beautifully to the ring and bangle that I was showing you earlier. A complete set of beautiful, beautiful color, that beautiful spring-like feel in hypoallergenic sterling silver, plated over the top with rhodium, a member of the platinum family. And again, in that pendant, you are getting that chain for free. This is a gift with purchase. So don't miss out on something like this. This is going to be truly, truly a gorgeous piece. I am going to put this down. Again, remember, if you love the idea of dressing in a complete set of color, this is going to absolutely be a perfect combination. Now, from big and bold, beautiful and Byzantine, we are going to go to elegance and symbolism, and truly, I think, a motif that I think that is really, you know, Julie, if you love dressing for spring, this next piece is truly one of those pieces that reminds me of spring, because spring, those beautiful spring nights when you start to see gorgeous dragonflies and damselflies, this is truly a gorgeous piece. This is item number 160445. This is 14 karat yellow gold with mother of pearl in the wings, and I'm going to get into that in a second. The retail price here normally is $1,048. This evening for the show, you're getting over 20% off. So the price this evening is $810. You're making a savings of $238. Now, dragonflies are really something that people equate with the spring, with the summer, with those beautiful evenings in the summer when it's just about dusk and you see them kind of flying around. And these are truly a beautiful, beautiful symbol. They're a symbol of change. They're a symbol of creativity. They're a symbol of strength. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of this. Again, this is done in 14 karat yellow gold. Look at the mother of pearl. All of these mother of pearl pieces needed to be cut specifically for these wings. So they are cutting these wings and then they are fitting them in. I'm going to show you the back so you see how they are fit into that space. This requires a tremendous amount of work on the lapidary's part. It is done, as I said, in 14 karat yellow gold. The chain itself is 18 inches overall. But you also have a little jump ring here at 17 inches. So if you wanted to wear this a little higher on your neckline, you could absolutely do something like that because it gives you that opportunity. And I always tell you that that gives you a tremendous amount of versatility, because whether you have a blouse or a shirt or whatever you're wearing, the reality is that the buttons are never in the same spot. So sometimes you need that little bit of extra play where you can pull it up a little bit or put it down a little bit. And that's what this gives you. It gives you the ability to wear it on the 17, which is where it is right now, or on the 18. And I also want to show you how nice that lobster claw clasp is. There you go. It is beautifully done. And also, as with any time you buy something with gold, you need to look. This is the mark so that you can see that it is 14 karat gold. All gold should be marked with its carat weight and also with the maker's mark. And that's usually in a chain where they do something like that. Again, that gorgeous dragonfly motif with mother of pearl. If you're not familiar with mother of pearl they call it mother of pearl because it literally is the mother of the pearl. It is the shell of the mollusk that creates pearls. But the benefit is that mother of pearl really gets that same iridescence as a pearl, because just like the mollusk or the oyster might coat a pearl to create that beautiful luster, it actually creates a little bit of luster on the outside on the shell as well. So you truly get those really great plays of color. Look at here, I am seeing, I know everybody's monitor is slightly different, but I am seeing a couple of blues and some pinks. And that is that is so perfect for mother of pearl, because if you are somebody who wanted to wear this with blues, pinks, I think whatever color you put this with, this is going to be the mother of pearl really picks up everything. So if I put it next to the blue, maybe that's actually why I'm seeing so much blue in it. If I put it next to the blue, you truly are seeing all of those gorgeous blue colors. 14 karat yellow gold, and remember, you are getting an over 20% saving here for $810 for this beautiful dragonfly. Now the dragonfly measures, if you're doing it top to bottom, because it's going to be a little different. So if you're doing it top to bottom, it is about 1 inch top to bottom, including the bail. If you're doing it across, it is about 3/4 of an inch, including the tail and the head here. There we go, 3/4 of an inch. Give you a good look at that. So it's not something that's too small, but it is very elegant. I think it is something that is not diminutive, but it's elegant in nature. It's something that is truly going to be a piece that you are going to find a lot of places to wear. And because the mother of pearl is going to pick up every color that basically it is put up against, I think that it is going to work with everything in your wardrobe. But it is also neutral enough that you can wear it with your blacks and whites. You can wear it with literally anything. $810 gets this home. Again, the item number here is 160445. Don't forget about this 14 karat yellow gold with a beautiful symbolism of the dragonfly and the beautiful mother of pearl. And again, all of this takes a tremendous amount of work to really cut the labor involved in not only just cutting these wings so that they fit into the frame of the wing, but also, shaving them and making sure that and setting them into place. So a beautiful piece, especially when you consider it is 14 karat yellow gold. By the way, if you are somebody who follows the price of gold, you are going to know that gold has hit phenomenal, like the highest rates we have ever seen gold. This is a piece that is already in stock. I can pretty much make this assumption that if Carroll's Jewelers were to order this again and have to get this new in stock, the new gold prices would kick in, and the piece would actually be significantly more than it is right now. And also you would not get that great saving of $238 for a price of $810 for this piece. I am going to put this down, and we are going to move on to our next piece, which brings us back to this gorgeous Belle Étoile collection. Now, the Bella 12 collection has so many different colors. I love this particular bangle because of the color. I think that the color here is truly amazing. Again, what you're seeing here is not only this beautiful hand-done enamel, and the enamel is, just in case you can't see it, it's done in a couple of different shades of blue. These are intersected with lines of white cubic zirconia here, so that you're getting all of that beautiful sparkle, all of that beautiful brilliance of the cubic zirconia. You're getting those two shades of blue. Look how well it works with what I'm wearing this evening. And again, this bangle fits an average size wrist. However, if you said I have a very small wrist or I have a very large wrist, do not worry, because basically Carroll's Jewelers could order this for you. It would be about 6 to 8 weeks. But the price here is normally in the store $625. This evening it is $540. What that means to you is that you're making a saving of $85 on this. It is item number 6101075. It is 12 millimeters across the top. I just love the color of this. This is truly, I think, really incredible. So you are getting, let me see, I can't even see this. So you're getting just shy of ½ an inch. So it does have some significance to it. Again, like all of the other pieces in the Bella 12 collection, the attention to detail here is incredible. You can see the back here of the inside back of the bangle with that gorgeous, gorgeous plate, that beautiful plate. Look at that, beautifully done with that gorgeous, gorgeous pattern that mimics the pattern that's on the top here. Again, this is actually a much better shot. When I get my face out of there, it is truly incredible. It is done on the oval. And what that means to you is that because obviously the enamel is not on the bottom, so what that means to you is that the pattern, the enamel, will always sit on top. Again, it does have that clasp, so you can literally, and it's a very, very secure clasp. You can actually see that it has this little bit of a spring to it. It wants to close, and you will hear it click. It is a beautiful piece, I think very elegant, and it's one of those pieces that if you love the idea of summer and bringing, if you're taking yourself out of the winter doldrums, if you love that idea of summer dressing, or you want to commemorate something that's happened in summer, or you just simply can't wait till summer, this reminds me of the beautiful colors of the sea in the Caribbean, all of those gorgeous, beautiful, rich blues. So this is great. If you're somebody who goes on a cruise, this would be great cruise wear. The designers do their cruise wear collection. This would be a great cruise wear collection piece because it would work so beautifully with the other pieces that you might have that have that gorgeous kind of cruise wear and summer kind of feel. Again, the normal retail price here is $625. You are getting it this evening for $540, so a saving of $85. Beautiful hand-done enamel. This is really important. I want to keep telling you, hands-done enamel here, intersected with these beautiful waves of cubic zirconia. So you have a juxtaposition of textures. You've got the sparkle from the cubic zirconia. You have that beautiful rich blue glow from the enamel work, from the hand-done enamel. I'm going to give you a profile. You can see that it's oval so that it will always sit on your wrist so that the pattern sits upright and you are going to be able to see it. Beautifully done on the inside, all of that intricate work. And remember, like the other pieces in the Bella 12 collection, this is sterling silver, hypoallergenic because there is no nickel in the alloys that they use to mix with this. All beautiful, and it's rhodium plated on the top. So, excuse me one sec. So, all beautifully done, enamel, sterling silver, hypoallergenic, with rhodium plating over the top, and that gorgeous spring and easy clip. Look at that. Look at the size of that clasp. Click it in. It's going to be safe. I'm going to move on to the second to last piece in the show because I definitely want to make sure that I get to the very last piece. So this piece here, this is not this is not an exact match in terms of style, but it is a coordinating piece that I think would work perfectly with this. This is a gorgeous pair of earrings. I'm showing you these together so that you can see how well these work together. And then we're going to focus specifically on these earrings. So these earrings are item number 6451345. Retail price in the store is $275. This evening, $200, so you're making a saving of $75. These are also from the Belle Étoile collection, sterling silver with beautiful hand-done enamel over the side, over the front. Cubic zirconia, so you've got a little bit of sparkle here. You've got a couple of different plays of color. You've got that turquoise, just like the bracelet, but this is like you've got a little bit more of a turquoise. Then you've got that deeper blue, so you've got that tone-on-tone dressing, which I think is very elegant. I love the swirls. I think that these would be very complimentary for the ear. They have a drop on them of just about, let's see if I can't show you this, a drop on them of just about 3/4 of an inch. So they are going to sit literally right here at the jawline. I'm going to tell you that I always say that women need a pair of earrings that sits up on the jaw, just like this. And why I say that is that when you have an earring that sits right at the jawline, the jaw is the natural frame to the face. It really draws attention to your face, which is of course what you want to do. But this is pretty much the quintessential look for an earring that sits up on the ear, because literally it does sit at the jawline. If you are somebody with blue eyes, green eyes, turquoise eyes, this is going to be perfect. Again, this is all hand done enamel, done over top of sterling silver. The sterling silver is hypoallergenic. There is no nickel done in these. And I just love the fact that these are done with an omega back. And I'm going to tell you why. First, I'm going to show you how easy they are to get on and off. Literally, actually, let me show you the back first. This omega back, this is what I'm talking about. This is what an omega back is. So the omega back goes up and around the post. They are for pierced ears. But literally, all you need to do is pull this omega back down, and you can get these earrings on and off. I'm going to show you this a little bit more closely, and because I also want to show you the back of the earring itself, because again, like all of the pieces in the collection, the back of the earring is done, let me see, the back of the earring has all of that beautiful work. Again, all of this is additional labor. All of this is additional work. This is all something that costs significant dollars. The omega back, you see that I folded it all the way down here. It literally clips into place. Very easy. And if you are somebody who says, you know what, well, I love the idea of earrings. Unfortunately, I do not have pierced ears. What you can do is, and these are fairly lightweight, so I don't want to give you they're not flyaway style, but they are not heavy on your ears, so they're going to be extremely comfortable for you to wear on a regular basis. But the thing is that if you are somebody who says, you know what, I do not have pierced ears, you can take this to the jeweler, or Carroll's can handle this for you. Literally clip off the post, sand it down so it's nice and comfortable, and literally then you have a pair of clip-on earrings for you. So again, $275. Tonight, $200, so you're making a saving of $75. Item number 6451345. Sterling silver with beautiful hand-done enamel work over top in those gorgeous colors of turquoise and deep blue, intersected with cubic zirconia, so you have all of that gorgeous sparkle. I'm going to put these down because the last item is another wow piece in the show. Again, if I've gone too far, I want you to know that literally all you need to do is hit that shop button. That shop button will allow you to see everything that I have in the show. And you do not need to stay on this wonderful piece, but I don't know why you'd move now, because this is truly one of the stars of the show. This is a phenomenal aquamarine. It is done in an oval cut and almost like a little bit of a specialty cut, and I'll get into that in a second. The item number here is 8250042. In the store, This is normally $11,800, and I'm going to get into the reason why, because I know that that's a considered purchase. So it is $11,800. For this evening's show, you are able to get this home for $5,900. That is 50% off. And look at the sparkle that you're getting. Aquamarine is the birthstone for March. So if you know somebody who is born in March, aquamarine is actually a member of the beryl family, which is the same mineral that emerald is. What that means to you is that this has a Mohs hardness scale. So it's a hard gemstone mineral of about 7.5 to 8. What that means is that if you love the idea of wearing a big, bold engagement ring, this could be a big, bold engagement ring. It has that gorgeous sparkle because of the way it's cut. Now, I'm just going to see if I can't give you a real look at the way this is cut. So it is done on an oval, but the table, which is the facet across that is on the very top, is a smaller table. And what that means to you is that the crown facets, which are the ones that break down the light and bring in the light for it to refract into the stone and reflect the light. Those crown facets are, you have larger spaces in the crown facets. You also have the same on the pavilion side, which is the part that's underneath this. This aquamarine, are you ready? 15 carats, 90 points. You are wearing almost a 16 carat aquamarine. The setting is done in 18 karat white gold. I want to say that this is probably a handmade setting just because of the way it's done. It is truly beautiful. And you all look at the color of this aquamarine. I just love the play of light here. I just love anything aquamarine. And then you have 4 diamonds here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is approximately 10 points of diamonds. Again, 15 karat 90 point aquamarine. It is 18 millimeters by 5 millimeters. On your finger, let me see if I can't give you a little bit of a measurement. This is, let me do it this way first. It is 3/4 of an inch from back to front. And what I mean by that is, again, this is done in that north-south orientation. It is going to be very elongating to the finger, which means that it is longer from the knuckle to the tip of your finger. Beautiful aquamarine. You know, when it comes to gemstones, colored gemstones specifically, colored gemstones are really judged not only for color and clarity and like all of this other stuff that you've heard before, but colored gemstones, the most important thing that you need to know is that these are as close to the center of the color spectrum as possible. And look at this beautiful, beautiful aquamarine blue of this gorgeous aquamarine. Again, a member of the beryl family, and which is the same gem material as an emerald. It is the birthstone for March. If you wanted to use this as an engagement ring, it would be perfect for somebody who got engaged in March, where one of the 2 people were perhaps born in March. It is a wonderful symbol. I just think that aquamarine has that gorgeous kind of, it's like the water. So when you see how water sparkles, this is exactly what this reminds me of. Again, you are getting a phenomenal saving here. $5,900 in saving. So in the store, this is $11,800, 50% off. That means you can get this home, you can own this piece for $5,900. If you love the idea of a big, bold ring, whether it is for an engagement ring, whether it is for a right-hand ring, whether it is simply a self-purchase and it says, you know what, March is my birthstone. Hey, March may not be your birthstone, but it may be one of those stones that you're truly gravitating toward because of the gorgeous, gorgeous color. This is definitely a piece for you. 15 carats, 90 points, almost a 16 carat aquamarine, beautifully faceted. Look at all of the sparkle, all of the brilliance. You're getting 4 diamonds here, 10 points total weight of diamonds, 18 karat white gold setting. It sits up fairly high. If you are somebody who is worried about this may not be the ring for you, but I will tell you, if you do want to make an impression, how better to make an impression with this. Again, don't forget about this. $5,900 gets this home. Well, thank you for joining me this evening. I am back next Thursday, so I hope that you will join me then. Thank you to Carroll's Jewelers, and thank you for